Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to Media Zone. And Dave here. Ed and Dave with you. I was thinking, Cammie left the area in late August, and yet she's still in our opening credits.
Yep. That's a testament to your love.
And I haven't gotten to the edit the opening.
Well, do it at 2 in the morning like you do everything else.
Yes. Maybe next time, next show, we'll have a new co-host with us. We're just trying to think up something special to do for our Christmas episode. I was thinking maybe it'd be nice if we had a reunion of Mike and Kim on the show. Two of our old hosts who more than likely, unless it's Gary, probably no one even remembers them on the show. Although the girl that was the receptionist at the doctor's office over the summer did mention Kim the matinee lady.
Oh.
And she hasn't been on in a good long time.
Many, many years.
Yeah. So the ticket dances and the bikini tops must have held interest for people out there.
All right then.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And for a while there, she was even wearing lingerie.
Oh, you can't beat that.
I don't know how we got away with this. She had a Frederick's lingerie.
Was it white?
There was yellow and red ones.
Oh, okay.
And she had those. Then one Christmas, I don't know, we showed the clip last year. Remember that? She had the panties and the red
Oh, yeah.
And the cheeks were clearly exposed, Dave. It was sort of a thong. How we got away with that, I don't know. But we did, and she didn't mind wearing it on television.
I guess not. She signed the release form.
She did.
All right. Well, we got 2 movies. We got the mystery box. We got
a lot
DVD
of stuff
releases.
to do,
We got the game. Let's go to the movies. You know what? It's a show about movies, but let's get them the hell out of the way.
All right.
And move on to other stuff.
Okay. We got a lot of stuff to do. DVD releases, birthdays.
There you go.
A lot of stuff tonight. Exodus, Gods and Kings, with Christian Bale, Joel Edgerton, John Turturro, Sigourney Weaver, and Ben Kingsley. From acclaimed director Ridley Scott,
who's 77 years old.
We found that out last week. Comes the epic adventure Exodus, Gods and Kings. The story of one man's daring courage to take on the might of an empire. With state-of-the-art visual effects and 3D immersion.
Oh, love that immersion.
Scott brings new life to the story. I mean, he didn't bring much life to that Prometheus from a couple of years ago, but Scott brings new life to the story of the defiant leader Moses as he rises up against the Egyptian pharaoh Ramses.
Who makes good condoms.
He does. Setting 600,000 slaves on a monumental journey of escape from Egypt and its terrifying cycle of deadly plagues. Rated PG-13 for violence, including battle sequences and intense images.
Well, this ain't your Charlton Heston playing Moses.
Yeah, what do we got here? We got the Ten Commandments, except we don't have Lily Munster or Edward G. Robinson.
What? When did they show the Ten Commandments? Easter time?
Yeah. We didn't need 3D immersion when we had Chuck Heston.
That's right. Dun, 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 dun.
We had some great matte lines with the water effect.
Cecil B. DeMille as your director.
They didn't have the plagues in the Ten Commandments, did they? There was some red water, I think.
Yes.
We didn't show all the... I think they mentioned them like off camera. The plagues out there, Ramses. The only one we saw was the bloody water, because we could tint that a little bit.
We add some of that fine food coloring you get when you color your Easter eggs.
Do we buy Christian Bale as a Moses in this one?
I don't know. Isn't he kind of a bastard in real life?
He is.
You want him playing your beloved Moses? I mean, a fine actor, but kind of a jerk.
Well, he just had a bad day when
Did he?
someone got into his eye line on the shot there. Oh, we just got a glimpse of the water effects. Yeah.
Gonna go see that one?
Shouldn't this be out around Easter time and not Christmas?
DVD will be
No,
The
no.
DVD, they're getting the DVD ready for
Well,
it.
it's a religious based film, so why not around Christmas?
Where was Sigourney Weaver? Was she
I saw
playing
her,
the,
yeah. She
the
was-
Lily Munster part of
She
this
was an
one?
Egyptian
Oh.
in a little head thing, and you could barely recognize
She's
her.
got to be the mother then, right? Of Moses, where she set
I
him
don't know.
loose in the water?
I don't know.
I don't know my story. I just know Charlton Heston. And Vincent Price was in that one, too.
Edgar G. Robinson.
Yes.
Lily
Boy, what a
Munster.
cast in that. People that shouldn't be in any kind of biblical film were all just tossed together.
Well, nothing's funnier than John Wayne as Genghis
Oh,
Khan,
jeez.
who's trying to be like what, Chinese or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta show a clip of that. Show a clip of that right now, Ed.
There he is. I probably got a still in there.
Probably.
Okay, what's our next film, Dave?
Inherent Vice. Oh, look at that weirdo.
Wolverine.
There, yeah, kind of, yeah. Starring Joaquin Phoenix, Josh Brolin, Owen Wilson, Reese Witherspoon, Benicio del Toro, and of course, the apropos Martin Short.
Oh, God.
Inherent Vice is the 7th feature from Paul Thomas Anderson, and the first ever film adaptation of a Thomas Pynchon novel. Ed, who is Paul Thomas Anderson?
I've heard of him, but not Pynchon.
I don't even. What other films is it? Well, we'll see. It's the tail end of the psychedelic 60s, and paranoia is running the day. And Doc knows that love is another of those words going around at the moment, like trip or groovy, that's being way too overused, except this one usually leads to trouble. With a cast of characters that includes surfers, hustlers, dopers, rockers, a murderous loan shark, LAPD detectives, a tenor sax player working undercover, and what the hell are you looking at? And a mysterious entity known as the Golden Fang, which may only be a tax dodge set up by some dentist. Part surf noir, part psychedelic romp, all Thomas Pynchon.
Whoever the hell that is.
Rated R for drug use throughout, sexual content, graphic nudity, we know what that means, girls, language, and some violence. But Josh Brolin, fine actor, good actor.
Owen Wilson, we know his age, and also we've forgotten about his suicide attempt.
Right. We got to bring that up every once in a while, because you know anyone else attempts suicide, they harp on that forever. Owen Wilson, for some reason, he's just a likable, affable fella, and you don't want to hold that against him. I got news for you. If Joaquin Phoenix attempted suicide, we'd have been hearing about it forever.
Paul Thomas Anderson, I believe, did Boogie Nights, Dave.
Oh, that was a good
Best
movie.
of, yeah.
But it's his 7th film. Name 6 other ones.
Is that one with Tom Cruise, where he played the kind of preacher? Trying to think. Magnolia. I think that was another one.
Okay.
What else he did, I have no idea.
I don't know either.
But I just know Boogie Nights had graphic nudity also, which means penis, right?
Oh, Ed, why so harsh?
Instead of graphic nudity, why don't they just list you're going to see a penis in the film?
Well, they don't tell you when you're gonna see female parts. They don't say there's gonna be that and that. So why would they say? Why do they have to specify the male member?
Before the next show, Dave, I'm going to do some research onto what graphic nudity, if I have to write to the MPAA.
Well, you know you're not going to get it right because you're going to do it at 2 in the morning.
Probably.
And you'll be half asleep.
But a graphic nudity, why does a penis have to be graphic? It's the same part as a female.
Oh, Ed, you're so wrong. They're not the same.
Well, I mean, it's the same general area.
Well, it's the same general area.
Unless you're the girl I work with and you can't really see that area because it's under such brush.
Well, maybe the graphic nudity is also under such brush, and you don't see it in there.
It is the 60s, so if they're going to be accurate, you shouldn't. It'd be like a baby bird in a nest. That's the way he was in the 60s. You didn't always see.
Oh.
And like
What a way to end our series on that note.
No, that's how it was in the 60s.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like a baby. You know, you saw the guys in the Woodstock movie running around. You couldn't really see anything.
A couple of eggs.
A couple of eggs and a bird. Oh, I guess this is what happens when you tape after a long work day, Dave. With a lot of nonsense going on, you come in and you.
What a good time to go right to the mystery box. But we won't do that yet.
No, we have DVD releases.
DVD releases. Let's do that. Let's just get away from the nest.
I don't know what it was the past few weeks.
It's Chris Pratt, damn it.
No, there he is.
Isn't that the name?
Oh, okay.
From 2 shows ago.
Right.
Married to Anna Faris. Guardians of the Galaxy, which I guess did surprisingly well. I don't think anyone expected it to do as well as it did. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a sequel coming.
It was the #1 film of the year, Dave.
Wow.
I did see it. It was very good. A lot of 70s songs in this.
Was it heavy on the comedy, would you say?
It was heavier on the comedy with this one. Well, so Michael Rooker was in there as a villain.
Dolphin Tale 2 with Chris Christopherson, Harry Connick Jr. It looks like I know Morgan, Ashley Judd, and of course Morgan Freeman, and I don't know who else.
And don't forget the dolphin with the fake tail.
The fake tail, yeah.
We didn't have enough of that story in the...
It's MORK and MINDY.
Is this going to be sad to watch now? We laughed uproariously in the 70s. Well, the first season anyway.
I would like to take this DVD box, frame it, and just hang it.
Oh, God, no. Too soon.
Right on the wall. Just hang it on the wall.
Hang it on the wall, yeah.
Don't you think?
It's too soon.
What do you mean too soon?
CBS on the side. It's ABC.
Well, maybe it's CBS Video.
CBS is tied in with Paramount, I believe. Yep, right on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
CBS releases the Paramount stuff for some reason, and usually chops out any music.
No, this was 4 seasons, wasn't it?
Yeah, and only 4. Remember, Jay Thomas popped up in the middle. Jonathan Winters was the baby at the end, who aged backwards. And again, Dave, there's a little egg there. We're not seeing the nest here.
No, we're seeing the egg. Right. But I would like to frame that and hang it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the first season was real funny, and then they
No, look, it's Alan Young.
Yeah, there he is. We know his age. A lot of people's age we know.
95. And I believe, I don't recall her name. I'm thinking Connie Hines.
Is she still with
No,
us?
I believe she died a few years back. She was 78. There was a bit of an age difference between, you know, Alan Young and Connie Hines. But this show shows up, I think it's on IFC on the weekends, and I watch it frequently.
Yeah, it was
It's not bad.
entertaining.
Yeah, it's not bad. Stupid funny, but funny.
Is the horse still with us?
No.
It shouldn't be, because they rub glass on its gums to get it to move its mouth.
There's all sorts of stories. First they said it was peanut butter, then they said there was a wire they used.
Yeah.
But Alan Young says
Did he,
that he
clear it up?
swears that the horse was so smart that it knew to move its lips when he stopped talking.
Oh, well, probably after a while, yeah.
So that's what he says. 95-year-old Alan Young. I don't know if I would trust that mind, but
You know what I was looking at before when you were doing your read there? I'm looking at this Diet Pepsi
the Best
here.
Buy date.
Yeah, I was thinking, this one isn't tasting like Diet Pepsi to me. So I was looking for the date, and by God, it's December 1st. And as you can see...
We got time.
You can see.
No.
No, it's December 9th, Dave.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's December 9th.
It's past it.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, mystery box? Birthdays? What do we got?
Let's do some birthdays. You know, we can do box if you want. Does that work out better over there in the production booth? This was a last-minute mystery box, and I just got this item yesterday.
You don't need this, right?
No.
I'll just throw all this paper is going to move out of the way so we can make this show even more entertaining for you.
Yeah, I got this yesterday. It's been advertised for the past 3 years about Dave.